Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. I thought this would be a good time to send you guys all a little message and kind of let you know what's going to be happening going forward with AP Government and Politics. Um, just to kind of let you know that what the grading is going to look like, what the rest of the semester is going to look like, and kind of a basic framework. And more or less for AP Government, what we're going to be doing is trying to get through the rest of the content prior to the AP exam. I know some of you guys were planning on taking the AP exam. Some of your plans may have changed with that. I'm not going to get into that a lot right now, the AP exam. I'm going to do a separate video talking about the AP exam simply because that doesn't really apply to everybody, and so I want to keep this video as short and concise as I possibly can. So as you guys are going to be getting some information today, you're going to realize that your grade is going to be kind of set at kind of a minimum level based upon what you get through, what information we got through prior to the school closure. And so what that means is that is the minimum grade you're going to be able to get going forward. You still will have lots of opportunities to raise that grade going forward, but you'll have this minimum grade. Obviously, for some of you guys, that's great because your grade is where you want it to be. For some of you, that's not as good because you want your grade to be better. Now, if you want your grade to be better, you're going to have lots of opportunities to raise your grade. And if you want to maintain that grade, you're just going to have to do a minimal amount of information, a minimal amount of work to keep it where it's at. And we don't have those, requirements yet because the administration's still working on it. But when I get that minimal amount of requirement, I will let you know. That being said, for that grade, the final grade for kind of the first half of the semester needs to be done and needs to be complete and submitted by April the 10th. So what that means for you going forward over the next 2 weeks, you need to, if you had contacted me about retaking Unit 2, Part 2 exam, which was over the executive branch, which a couple of you have done, you need to send me an email and we'll talk about how we will get that done at this point. If you have any quiz corrections that you want to turn into me, that's going to be over chapters 14, 15, 16, or 19. I will still accept those from you. So you want to make sure that you get those turned in and submitted to me prior to the end of next week, so I can get them graded and put them in, so we can get that your grade bumped up to that minimal level that where you want to get it. After April 10th, at the end of next week, no more retakes for information prior to new information. No more quiz corrections going in for that grade. So anything that you want to get done has to be done by the end of next week, so I can get those grades entered. Now, after that portion, what we will be doing is we need to take an assessment. We need to take a test over Unit 2, Part 3. We never got that done. You all have your unit packets on that. If you haven't submitted that, go ahead and get that submitted to me via Google Classroom. Do not share, turn it into Google Classroom. We will do some review on Monday, Tuesday of next week. I will have some time set up. Hopefully I'll send you some information about Zoom and how we'll do that. Obviously, if you can get on that during that time period for when your class is, whether that would be 3rd block or 6th block, that'll be beneficial. Otherwise, just be ready to take that test next week and we'll get that grade in. That grade will go in after, because we haven't taken it prior to the closure, that grade will go in after that April 10th date, that April 10th cutoff date. And then once we get that test taken, then the following week we will move into Unit 3 information. Unit 3 is over civil liberties and civil rights. There are a couple of chapters. I posted the unit, kind of the sample unit syllabus. I'll make some changes to that. Don't worry about that unit syllabus, but understand that there's going to be 2 chapters that you need to read. Chapter 5 and 6, I believe, are the chapters. But don't hold me to that. But just to let you know, we're going to take our Unit 2 Part 3 exam next week. And then the following week we'll get started on Unit 3 information. I'll also, once again, probably hold some different review type sessions for the AP exam. I'm going to send out a different video about the AP exam and what that means or what that looks like going forward. So you won't have to spend your time watching that if you're not taking the AP exam. After we get done with all of the AP content, we still have all of these statewide graduation requirements like the U.S. Constitution, Missouri Constitution, civics tests that we have to take. We will still need to take those because those are going to be graduation requirements, and those can still impact your grade in terms of a positive way, but also obviously from a pass-fail standpoint. Once we get done with our AP Unit 3 information, we will start on that U.S. Constitution, Missouri Constitution civics test content, and that will be kind of how we finish out the semester. And then obviously with you guys being this being an AP class, at the end of the semester we have this civics project that you guys are going to need to complete as well. And I will send you guys out more details later on in the semester. So I just wanted to kind of give you an update of where we're at and kind of where we're moving forward. I haven't really given you a lot of information, one, because last week was spring break, but then also because of the fact that I just didn't know what we were going to be doing going forward. We were kind of in limbo there for a couple of weeks. It was review material only, no new information. But now that it's looking like this is going to go on for a little bit farther, specifically to the end of April, we're going to just move on with our new information. And obviously, I need to get some of you guys ready for the AP exam if you still choose to take that. And so we kind of have a little bit of a framework of a plan in place. As always, please email me with any questions that you have. I try to get back to you pretty quickly on those things. I'm here to help you guys out. This is new for all of us in terms of this kind of distance learning that we're doing. It's gonna be a process, so just do your best. Communication is going to be important. If you need to communicate with me, email me, let me know, please. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys are all healthy and staying healthy out there. I miss seeing you guys every day. I love being home with my kids, but I love to come to school every day and see you guys too. And so this is tough. I'm sure tough on you guys and not getting to see your friends, not to get to finish out the school year, the activities that you guys are missing, whether they be the play or choir or orchestra or just the clubs you're in or the sports that you're not getting to play. I know this is incredibly tough for you guys, and so I'm here with you guys as well and kind of understanding that this is tough. But we'll get through it together. If you have questions about stuff, let me know. And that's pretty much it for the day. Hit me up with questions, email, Twitter obviously as well, but email is probably better. And I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have going forward. So be well out there, and I'll talk to you later.